What is up, guys? In today's video I will be making a part 2 to my series in Find the Markers. Today I will be showing you how to get every single medium tier marker, so that way you can get one step closer to finishing your marker decks once and for all. Thank you guys so much for the recent support on the last video, and let's get right into it. So right off the bat from spawn, you can collect a couple easy ones. First one you're going to want to get is right in here. It's just the orange marker. The second marker is going to be back over here in this little corner. Just find this little hole. There we go. And the line marker will be waiting for you. And the final marker isn't actually hidden anywhere, but you have to type in chat /e laugh. And once you do this, you'll be teleported to this room with the Katso marker. Another free marker you can get from spawn is the settings marker. All you have to do is go into settings, scroll all the way down, which you can pull this scroll bar down if you want to get there faster. And once you're in this room, you can collect the settings marker and it's all yours. Moving towards the shop, we're going to go into the little ocean area, and you're going to want to talk to this NPC. Once you talk to this NPC, he will give you a little quest. And this quest is just to collect all the fish in the area. All you're going to want to do is find the fish and click them as I'm doing right now. And finally, after you collect all of the fish, you can talk to him again and he will let you collect him. Moving to the back of the shop, you can find the Zanwood marker, I believe, which is just in here. After you've collected that marker, you can head on over to this little transparent box, and here you're gonna have to do a little mini game. It's pretty easy. I would recommend shift lock, and it's just gonna be a little transparent maze. You can follow what I do. All you gotta do is kind of find your way through here. This last part you have to jump, and then you can pick up the marker. Once you're done with that, teleport back, and this time head to the cave. After you've entered the cave, you can head down this little tunnel, get into shift lock again, walk through this little tunnel, and you get yourself the crystal marker. Now you're going to want to head your way to the mountain, which is just to the left of the cave. And before you even start climbing, you're going to want to go to this rock right here and pick up the cork marker. Continue going around the mountain until you're at the back and pick up the capless marker. Now that we're already here, you can find the quest marker in front of the mountain. However, the quest marker has a unique mechanic where every couple minutes or so, it'll spawn in a new location around the map. Now you're going to want to make your way towards the forest biome. Climb up to this hill, which you can do pretty easily by getting on top of the roof, then jumping over here. Right where this pile of rocks is, jump off and grab the blue marker. Now you're going to want to make your way towards the waterfall area over here, and you're going to see a little hole in the waterfall. All you got to do is jump off and hold W, and now you're in. Grab the bendy straw marker and head back to spawn. Now, after going to spawn, head back to the house. You're going to want to go through this campfire, leave it, and now you should be on top of the house. Right here behind the chimney is the brick marker, another one to the collection. Now this time you're going to want to make your way to the factory, and here is where we will be collecting most of our markers. Before even going into the factory, head up this hill, jump onto this back part of the factory, climb up the factory, climb up these 3 invisible ladders, and you're going to have yourself the smoke marker. After collecting this, you're going to want to jump onto this golden block, and you'll find yourself the golden marker. This time you're going to want to actually head into the factory, and you're going to want to go to the back of this room, take a right, and grab this key. After grabbing this key, head back and go through this door. In this corner, you're going to find yourself the box marker. Now, jump through this little hole, and you're going to find yourself in a basement. Grab this white marker, and jump into this rocket ship. Now that you're here, immediately turn back and pick up this rocket marker. After you've made it to Mars, go into this little space lab, walk into one of these tunnels, head through the tunnel, and grab yourself the Starker. Now leave the building. After leaving the lab, head to the left of the rocket ship and go behind this bush. Now you can get on this cliff and grab yourself the Martian marker. From the marker, follow this cliffside, and once you see that sign, all you're going to want to do is jump and hold on the wall. Now you're gonna find yourself in this weird space room. Grab yourself the space marker and then click on the moon. Now that you're in the moon, you can immediately grab the cheese marker, and that's all we'll be needing from the moon from now. After collecting all those markers, head back to spawn, and this time you're gonna wanna head to the abandoned town. Once you're in the abandoned town, head to this house, go behind the fridge, and click the battery marker. After collecting the battery marker, head behind this house, jump to this painting, and grab the realistic marker. But what the heck is that photo? Now you're going to want to head towards the desert area. In the desert area, you're going to want to head to the temple, take a right and go through this cracked wall, and grab yourself the sand marker. Now for this next marker, it has another unique mechanic in which you have to duel another player, and if you win the duel, then you can collect this guy right here. Now you can just get a friend to do this with you, but if you want a faster strat, like I'm doing, you can just get your alt account and duel yourself. Alright guys, so I have another account here ready to duel, and all you really have to do is duel, and it's going to play this cutscene, and it's extremely easy. Pretty much the whole gimmick is it's going to give you a little countdown, right? Then it's going to tell you to draw, and then you shoot them, and you win. After you win, you can talk to this guy, and he gives you his badge. Goodbye, other account that I solely used for this one achievement and never again. While we're still here, you can use your backroom's powers and just clip through this wall. And hiding in here is the salmon marker. Alright, so now that I've collected a good majority of the markers, I'm going to do a quick montage of a couple markers I may have missed along the way, as well with some to finish the video up. Alright guys, and that's it for the montage. I just wanted to say that for the big chicken marker, you do need to collect the baby marker, which I collected in my last video where I got all the easy markers. It's really easy to find. You just need to go to the abandoned city, and in one of the houses, he's under the bed. Pretty easy to find, but you do need to get him to actually collect the big chicken. Alright guys, so we are now down to the last couple of markers. So for the last couple, you're going to first need to go to the Candyland. Once you see this hill over here that's holding this little loop, go behind it and go through this wall, just like so. And then you have the feta cheese marker. Alright guys, so for the chocolate marker, all you're going to have to do is go to where this river bends. Put your camera inside of the river, and now you can see the chocolate marker right there. All you're going to need to do is position your avatar. I would recommend turning off shift. Look under and then just jump off right here. If you did it correctly, you will land on chocolate marker and receive the badge. Another super easy marker that I completely forgot to show at the beginning is the greety marker. All you gotta do is click on the donate button, and as you can see, he's right here at the bottom. Click him and you get the greety marker. While you're in the Winterland, you can jump up this tree and land on this little platform. Then just climb up and go behind this, and you'll get yourself the popsicle marker. We've only got around 5 more markers to go before we're fully done, and we can go on to the last markers in Washable Kingdom. So I will be doing yet another short montage just to speed up your day. guys, so as of now, we have collected every single medium marker in the mainland. Now I will be showing you all the markers in the Washable Kingdom and the one marker that lies in the difficulty chart realm. If you guys didn't know, how you get to Washable Kingdom is really easy. Just get up on this clock tower, climb this ladder, touch the clock, and now you're in. Alright guys, so right off the bat, you can go into this bush and find the princess marker. Then after that, head down here and in this little shop, and you can find the primrose marker hiding behind this stand. Nearby, you're going to want to talk to the merchant marker, but we're actually not going to collect him. You need to ask him, can I collect you? And after you ask him that, it will spawn in a bunch of coins. These gold coins we don't need to collect for this video, as the only coin we need to collect is the silver coin that is just behind this tree right here. After you collect that, just go to this tip jar, drop in the coin, and you will be rewarded with the tip jar marker. Now for the cobblestone marker, you're going to want to head to the back of the castle, do a little parkour across these windows, and once you're here, you're going to want to jump off to this ledge where the credits are, and just walk into this wall. Alright guys, so back at spawn, you're going to want to go over to this little swamp, go to this lake, and jump right here. After you've fallen on this little platform, just jump across these, and you got yourself the mushroom marker. Then for the lily pad and ice marker, you're going to want to touch this lily pad and collect the lily pad marker. Then head over to this little corner. I would recommend shift lock for this. Hug the wall, go into this portal, and grab yourself the ice marker. Now this is probably the hardest one in the video, but it really isn't that difficult. All you really have to do is climb this entire mountain and head into the cave. Alright guys, now you're here, and you just want to jump down and collect the dragon marker, which is personally my favorite marker in the game. And for the last marker of the video, all you're going to want to do is climb back up the mountain. Yes, I know it's annoying. But instead of taking the intended course, jump down here, and here is the torch marker. And after collecting all of those, you can head back to the mainland. Alright guys, so that's usually where the video would end. However, there is one more medium marker, and it's hidden in a completely different area that we haven't been to yet. I'll show you how to get here, as it's pretty simple. All you're going to want to do is head to this little cave in the mountain, and now that you're in this room, all you have to spell is difficulty. It's spelled like this. And once you click enter, it'll send you in to the difficulty chart. By the way, this is where you get one of the hardest markers in the game, which is the difficulty chart marker and the danger marker, but obviously those are definitely not for this video. And now for the last marker, literally all you have to do is walk off. Nah, I'm just playing. It's not gonna end like that. Once you walk off, it'll teleport you over here, and you have found yourself the Serenity marker, which is the last marker of the video. Pick it up, and now you can head back to the mainland. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you have collected every single medium marker in Find the Markers Roblox. I hope this guide proved useful, as I saw that you guys really enjoyed the easy one, and I decided to make a video on the mediums too. I may create more videos in the future, so if you would like to see that, make sure to show me by maybe dropping a comment. I truly appreciate your support and views, and it's been an honor showing you all of the markers, well, the medium markers, in this game. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.